Please be aware that this is all generic information of how an Orisha may interact in the life of a person and some of the experiences that someone may have as they have that Orisha ruling them in or crown. We're all different individuals, so some things may not apply. Just take the information with a grain of salt and just simply enjoy. Hi everybody, how's it going? It's asieloshunyeyeo coming to you guys with another one of my videos, and in this video we're going to talk about the Children of Oya. Ache Oya yansa hekoherehei ubinilobe ya mesa mesa ngayabaiku Oya hekwa hey Oya yansa. Okay, so today we're talking about the Children of Oya and some of the characteristics and some of the things that come with being a child of Oya, and some of the things that just simply the children of Oya may exhibit in their lifetime. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the children of Oya, talking about them in Ire, and I have my dandy notebook over here, so when you guys see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. It's my notebook. So the children of Oya in Ire are very loyal. They tend to be very creative, and they are very analytical. They are very mind-driven people. The children of Oya will continuously think of the plan, whatever their plan is. They'll think of it over and over again, and they will map out in their mind like plan A, plan B, plan C, and what if, when they're very calculating or calculative, I don't know, whatever the word is, calculating. So if they want something, they will think about all the different ways that it could possibly go. So if they're asking you something, the children of Oya will think about what if their answer is yes, what if their answer is no, what if they, then after that, what comes after yes, what comes after no, what comes after whatever, etc. So they'll think about things really insanely and intensely, and they'll go deep into whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. Okay, so they're very analytical overall. So they love to think and question things. They question things, and they question people, and they tend to be very good at giving creative criticism. Okay, so they will question you, especially when they love you. When they're in Ire and they love someone, and it's a family member or someone that they like, they will definitely question things about the person and question things about the person's life, especially if you go to them with your own personal problems. They will be very good to give you constructive criticism, and they will be very good at helping you to see things from a different side. So the children of Oya in Ire also tend to be leaders by nature. They don't normally like to follow rules, and if they have to follow someone, then they tend to be also analytical, or they tend to be a little what is the word I'm looking for? They tend to be a little more they'll question the authority of the other person. Not the authority, but the mental capability of the other person. And I'm trying to think of what I'm thinking, but I can't right now. But whatever. But anyways, so they are definitely going to be, they will look at their boss, and they will question how did that person even get that authority, because they'll see, a lot of times they'll be smarter than other people, or they or at least they feel that they are smarter than other people. Okay, so the children of Oya in Ire also like to be alone, to enjoy themselves by themselves. So children of Oya can be very comfortable with themselves. Pardon me. Oops. The children of Oya tend to be very comfortable with themselves, and they tend to be very comfortable with being alone. So they enjoy a good cup of tea, or a good book, or a movie, or a good rainy day, windy day, etc. To just be home and relax, etc. And they won't feel lonely. Okay, they'll just enjoy their own company. They're very good at that. Okay. Another thing that they have is that they're very quick to defend or stand up for themselves and the people that they love, especially if they see that you are being abused, or if they see that someone that they care for is being abused or is being mistreated in any format. The Children of Oya will immediately say enough and stop it, and they'll go hammer on whomever they have to, because they will defend. The Children of Oya are very fearless overall. So with that being said, they are obviously very feisty people. They tend to be very feisty, and I mean feisty in a good way and in a whatever way, So they're very quick to snap, to be very snappy, or to like have a bit of an attitude sometime. Even when they're in a day, they tend to have an attitude, or they can. So you have to, or they can come off just strong. They'll come off like their personality will come off strong. They usually are more like type A, or like extroverted type of people that are just, they want to talk and they want to do things, but they're very good at closing themselves off, but they will snap at anybody if they need to. So they're very feisty. It's very quick to just get them riled up, especially when it's something happening to someone, like I said, that they love, or that they appreciate, and they don't want to see that person suffer or being hurt. With that being said, another thing is that when the Children of Oya, may not happen to everybody, but a lot of time they have things with their eyes, like their eyes will pop out. Okay, so totally, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but when you see people that have like bulgy eyes that they're like coming out, those people tend to be Children of Oya, or at least the Children of Oya are known for that. Oya is known that when she mounts and stuff like that, like sometimes like she'll open her eyes really, really, really wide, or they'll kind of like pop out a little bit, etc. And her children, when they whenever they get mad or something, like their expression, they're known for their facial expressions, and just like their eyes opening and going kind of looking kind of weird. But that is also an aspect of her, because it is an aspect of intimidation, and it's very easy for them to conquer things just by looking at someone and giving someone like a death stare, and like some good shade with the eyes. So anyways, they're good at that, at like non-verbal communication. They're very good at that, because they will definitely, you'll know, and they'll just make sure that with their stare, and they'll make sure that you can tell that their stare, they're just thinking like the nastiest of things, but that is even when they're in it, they just sometimes have an attitude. Okay, so Children of Oya, you gotta take them sometimes with like, they're just feisty people. They're like hot jalapeno people. They're hot, Jesus Christ, they're hot jalapeno people, is what I mean. Anyways, another good quality for them is that they are good at work, and they're very good hardworking people. So normally they'll get up to like being managers, or they'll have some sort of leadership position, or they will push themselves to get to those points of management and positions of power and things like that, because they always want to have something to say. Children of Oya are usually just leaders by nature. Another good quality of the Children of Oya, it is that they are very good with finances when they are in a day. When they're in a day, they're very good at keeping their books up to date. They're good about saving money. They're good about managing, needs versus wants. They're very good at that. Or they'll manage, because Oya is very much so a commercial woman, and she likes commercialism, and she likes to sell things, and she likes business, and she likes trades and things like that. And her children are usually really good at those things, like being sales representatives, or having their own business also. And they're good at finances, and they're good at business, or they're good also at coming up with ideas for business and things that you should do, and like perspectives, and they're very creative. They're also very spiritual. They're always, obviously Oya is such a magnificent and just mind-blowing Orisha that they tend to be very spiritual, and her connection with the dead and her connection with the spirits definitely leaks into the life of the child of Oya, because the children of Oya are always going to have spirits around them. They're always going to perceive, they can see, they can perceive, they can hear, they can feel, they can something, 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 something. There's always something. There's always something. When there's nothing, there's always something. If a child of Oya arrives, there's always something. Okay, so they come with them. It's like, they just arrive, and it's like angels and demons and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and whomever and whatever and whatever and whatever. And it's like a whole bunch of stuff that starts to arrive with the child of Oya. So you have to always also, in that sense, especially when they're in Ire, they will attract anything that they call, they will be heard. The children of Oya, they can call on anything and they will be heard when they are in Ire, and when they are exhibiting and transmuting the power of Oya, they can summon just about whatever they want. With that being said, they can also look a little cuckoo sometimes, okay? Because there's so much spiritual influence sometimes around them. They'll like talk to themselves, or they'll be look a little, so children of Oya tend to be a little odd, because they'll stand out in the crowd. So people will look at them and they'll be perfectly entertained in their mind, or having a full-blown conversation with something that's not there. And so other people may just, they're just kind of weird. They're just kind of weird sometimes. But that weirdness is the multicolor of Oya, and that is the multifaceted aspect of Oya. So that is good for them. It is good for children of Oya to seem weird sometimes. And it's just in their proper nature to just be kind of a little weird. Okay, so they also tend to love pets and animals overall. They're obviously very good at magic and doing different types of things. When they have good mental focus, they definitely are very good at magic. Children of Oya also should be maintaining their head covered often with like a turban or one of the hats, a fila or some sort of hat or some sort of something. They should have their head covered, especially when it's windy outside, okay? And they should always respect the wind. Another big thing that the children of Oya should always do is feed the wind. And if you don't know what feeding the wind is, I will talk about it in another video, because I'm not going to get into it in this one, but I am making a little note right here, right now, as I record feed the wind, and we will make a video on feeding the wind and different ways that you guys can feed the wind. And there you go. Okay, so now we move on to the children of Oya in Osobo. Okay, so the children of Oya in Osobo. That is when things get crazy, wild, and psychopath-like mentalities comes out. Okay, the children of Oya, when they go into Osobo, they get crazy. It is just like a tornado goes up in their mind, and they go berserk. Okay, the children of Oya go berserk. They're the loudest at the screaming. Oya, when Oya comes down, Oya always screams, and her screams are always just insane. But when the children of Oya go crazy, when they get mad, they will scream, and you will hear them. The neighbor will hear them, and the people around the corner will hear them, and they will scream. They're known for screaming when they're mad. Their lungs will expand, and they'll go cuckoo for sure. Another thing that happens with them is when children of Oya go into Osobo, they become very critical of other people, and they start nagging, and they start just criticizing anything and everything about anybody, and they think they are the best, but they will not see any of the defects. They will just reflect them back on everybody, and the children of Oya will be very, very pessimistic when they talk about people when they're in Osobo. So in Osobo, they will spread gossip like a wildfire. They will spread anything. When they go into Osobo, they are going to type it, email it, text it, shout it, smoke signal it. They are going to the whatever that code thing is. They are going to send out the gossip. They are the most gossiping, one of the most gossiping people, because I'm gonna get into that in another video, whomever else it is and who she takes the cake. But they will gossip a lot, and they will definitely they will get very bitter, and they will definitely get very mentally foggy. The children of Oya, when they go into a subway, it's like they can't think straight. It's like they kind of like a migraine, but it's not a migraine. It's just like a haze over their eyes. It's fog. They will see fog, or everything will seem dimmer to them when they're in a subway. They're known for obviously disrupting peace to everybody. They will disrupt the peace to their partner, to their family, to their mothers, to the neighbor. They will disrupt everybody. If the child of Oya goes into a sobo, everybody around them will go into a sobo too. They'll just take everybody down. That's what that's what I wrote here. They'll take everybody down with them. It's like if they feel bad, they will make sure that other people know that they feel bad. And if that person has to feel bad in any way, if they're responsible for them feeling bad in any way, that person is also going to feel bad, because they're going to make sure that that person feels bad. So another thing that they may do is also abuse drugs. The children of Oya are very mental children, or very mental people, mentally based people, and they will try to escape the mind in whatever way possible, or their problems. So they'll abuse whatever type of drug, as long as it like intoxicates them to the point that they are no longer there. A big thing of the children of Oya when they go into a sobo, a very big thing of the children of Oya when they go into a sobo, is that they will do brujeria for anything. They will do brujeria for anything. If they're mad at you, they will do anything over and over and over and over again until they see the person damaged to whatever degree. And they will do brujeria for anything. It could have been a slight little thing, and they were gonna go get all the materials that they can possibly get, because they're gonna do whatever possibly they can do to get back at the person. But they will do whatever it takes brujeria wise, and they'll just go wild with the brujeria. I don't know, they go cuckoo. That is the truth. The children of Oya and Osobo just go bizarrely cuckoo. Another thing that they will do is like they love to, as normally when children of Oya are in Ide, they will have normally just an array of spirits around them, and that will be like their own personal spiritual cord, and that will be spirits that are attracted to them, and spirits that they call, and deities and stuff, and it can go from an array of very light things to very dark things, but everything is harmoniously coming around when they're in Ide. But when they go into a sobo, it's like all the light spirits just like poof, they go away, and then it's just like demons. And when they go into a sobo, it's very easy for them to, when they go into that war mentality, it's very easy for them to fire up their entire spiritual cord, and then all the spirits of light and all the spirits, they just let them be, and they just go away, so that all these other demons and spirits and negative entities and all this stuff starts to swarm around them, and it's very easy for them to then start sending that stuff out. So children of Oya are very good at, when they go into a sobo, they're very good at spiritual wars with people, because they'll just like shred you to thread the whole day at every point that they, at anything that they're doing, they'll just be shredding you. And with that shreddingness, they will be sending out whatever it is that they can possibly send out, that's around them, that they can like possibly send out, So there'll be a constant non-stop like machine gun of spiritual dirty demon stuff, okay, towards their target. Also, they will not save a penny. If the child of Oya goes into a sobo, they will not save a penny for anything, and they will be very bad at business. They will lose things. They'll definitely be, you can tell when a child of Oya is in a sobo, and they can tell themselves, because they just won't have money. They won't have anything to support themselves, so they'll struggle with that stuff, which then tends to get them even more mad at whatever the situation that led them to that, which then takes extra time to like cool them back down and repurify them, because of they just like escalate. It's like the tornado goes from worse to worse to worse to worse to worse as they go deeper into a sobo. particular health problems that the children of Oya have to look out for when they are in Osobo is things like pneumonia, bronchitis, and just any type of lung problems, any type of respiratory problems. The children of Oya, when they go into Osobo, will the breathing is going to get very big, or like long and hard, and like they'll have trouble breathing, and or it'll be hard for them to focus mentally. It'll be hard for them. That's probably why also they start seeing things more foggy or dimmer, because like less oxygen going to the brain or something. But they will definitely will suffer from respiratory situations, so they have to always watch out with that. And then it's also a good thing to look at early on, so that they can tell, so that when a child of Oya is young, they can learn to calm themselves down by learning to breathe and learning to do things like pranayama and different breathing exercises and stuff like that. And that's gonna, the breath work is always going to be really good. So whenever they feel that they're getting mad, or whenever they feel that they're going to a sobo, etc., with breath work they can tame themselves back down and calm themselves back down, etc., and it will definitely help them out. But if they don't learn anything, if they don't ever do anything, if they don't learn to just breathe and like the power of the breath, they will go into Osobo, and when they're in Osobo, they will definitely experience issues, different types of issues with breathing and or the respiratory system. So another thing is like they will just not have any motivation. They become very sloppy, or they become very they'll be very suicidal. They won't have motivation in Osobo. They'll just be very like, they'll just lay there and think about whatever until they're done, and then they can move on and start to like either go bash the person's head in, or go and start calming themselves down. But they'll definitely lose a lot of the motivation. They'll just go into like a very big, deep mental cave and stay there for as long as they need to. So the children of Oya overall are obviously very beautiful people, and everybody's different. Okay, so any day, they are always going to be very beautiful, very loyal, very alpha, very extroverted, and really good at magic and things like that. But when they go into Osoba and spiritual communication, spirit talking, candle magic, oil making, etc., they're very good at those things, and they're very good at planning their life and being comfortable. They like security any day. But yes, but when they go into Osobo, that's when, the dark spirits and the demons come out, and the things that go bump in the night start to happen with the children of Oya. Alright everybody, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the children of Oya, and I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you guys have learned something new, and that you guys can look at yourself in a different manner. Please remember again that this is just generic information. Things may be different from person to person. We're all different individuals. Not everybody behaves the same way or experiences the same things. I also wanted to let you guys know to make sure that you guys follow me on social media. Please remember to find me on Facebook under Asiel Baez. You can find me on Instagram under asieloshunyeyeo. You can find me in Snapchat under asieloshunyeyeo. And I think that's all my social media that I have. And keep an eye out for my book, because my book will be coming out, and I'm just still like, I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I'm doing something with it, but it's definitely coming out. But anyways, thank you guys so much. May Oya bless you all. Oya is such a beautiful Orisha in my life, and I have her sealed by now. At this point in life, I have her completely sealed off from the world, so it's just my personal treasure. And Maferefun Yan Sahek Waherehe every day of my life. May she always bless all of you. And may all the children of Oya have wonderful time and good day and good blessings and other wonderful things that they deserve. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And remember to subscribe, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Ache, ache, ache.